cause nothing I no gets right. Not to water, not to team for it, not to delight. If not the people and self una unite. Now they walk and now we neck, they wanna jump na the flight. No one will go fetch for we right. Boku tax on the people, more burden. Everyday new thing, more problem. Waka fine, all the waka people fine. Corruption, the fighting don't come for state. We see it take states, asylum makers then they. We not the rich for make una fail. Cause that una they fail, and so we they pay. We wanna feed the country on bail. While lights are line and we back away. So all una promise them like manifesto. Una no need for the do them see how they manifest. Man up on top true, see them down space. Or them put you in a tight place. Or you left a far place. Exile from your place. Hey, hey. You get different views, see them down space. Or them put you in a tight place. Or you left a far place. Exile from your own place, yeah. Even though we get far away from home, we are tell we might get home. Even though I holla day, you know no place like home. No place like home. The only place we go call we own. We not go leave am alone. I'm on this time, I think we go bring back home. In a day. Wise up, come together to all you know they pay attention. And myself don't begin make true confession. We are here and find lecture. How now you must control government we get. How they don't look for light there. They don't see. And if light not there, nothing not go work. Well, we science don't come for this business now. Because me no say, if now we can't give money safe for them to use for fly. We don't get no benefit to this country. Then get ourselves and pay that shit now. Light will come. This is not a rocket science. The country don't left now. Nobody know for talk. You say oh Abu now for tomorrow. And they can kill them with push. Civic rights for protest. Self they don't take now we army. When you take up for the right thing, then send them police and soldier by you. Now I get okay. Because when you push people into the wall, if you expect them to bounce back. Credibility of the elections and the legitimacy of this government, look at Leone. But all day, una dey plan how for rule this country, now without no benefits for the people. But one thing una always they forget, that the God factor and the will of the people. Salon people will not lose hope. Papa God is slow, but it's sure. Whether you know Bua Seke, Muslim or Christian, we the link by ourself. One line a true na by the green, white and blue. We identify ourself. So make no politics, no make we fret ourself. No make we like ourself. Salon now we own, make we own ourself. Oh, the answer na unity, justice and equality. You go only harvest the seed you sow. If you plant rest, well I rest go grow. The answer na unity, justice and equality. You go only harvest the seed you sow. If you plant this, well, not rest go grow.
Alright, good morning and welcome to the program we call Correct. Right now we are on YouTube and on Facebook, so we discuss issue the front page of a different newspaper and the Pulnado for the morning. And after we can all look at what the paper them say, they come back and then we look at waiting the people them where will be come the guests them waiting then think about the different things then where the paper them don't pull na and sometimes we can carry even issue them where the paper they not touch on. But all of this therefore inside the program today this morning. Do ya if you not like and share the program, please consider for do so. Please consider for do so and make sure say you make like other people aware of waiting to happen inside the program this morning, okay? So we're not waste any more time. We'll go straight and begin look at waiting the paper them don't say. The first paper we look at inside the program this morning at the EOS newspaper. The Heroes newspaper are the first one inside the program this morning. And the Heroes newspaper say, sorry. Okay, it said Nasi DG enhances support for retirees. And then you get public officials and social media use. The success story of ACC Commissioner Francis Ben Kaifala Esquire. And as toll gate saga continue, Edmond Abu Jr. writes Parliament for for and behalf of 200 CSOs. And then we go to the next one. We know the new News 24 says solving energy crisis. President Bio sends envoy to Turkey, and Iceland open its development cooperation mission in Freetown. Another story for inside this edition of the News 24. The daybreak Honorable Kemo Sise blast Sylvia Blyden is President Julius Maada Bio being played by the West, and the former Sludge president shares religious advice to Sierra Leone leaders. And Sierra Leone benefits from PPP with CRSG in road infrastructure. The next one, now the Salon Compass, fuel crisis, citizens suffering aggravated, election probe, pressure mount on Kone, and the other story for inside this edition of the Salon Compass. The city hunter say rogues on the rampage, plot to destroy SLCB's image exposed, and CRSG commits to CRS and community development. And the other story for inside this edition of the City Hunter. The next one on the C4D media. Sierra Leone fuel price per litre is second most expensive in West Africa. Reflection of a President Hamad Tijan Kaba leadership and legacies part 3. And other story then for inside this edition of this C4D. Calabash newspaper, now the next one, we say on the World Press Freedom Day, cause mounted to stop attack on journalists. And Sierra Leone benefits from PPP with CRSG in road infrastructure. Court injunction prohibits Bernard Conte and co interfering in net page operation. Honorable CD2 support youth against drug abuse to raise awareness on Kush. And the next one, now the Comments newspaper say as PC and Sons showcases Onion Farm, we can do it, President's bill. And VP Jules Jallo launches National Strategic Tourism Plan, and VP Jules Jallo opens G7 Plus meeting in Freetown. The next one, now the Trumpet newspaper, we say Jules unveils Sierra Leone inaugural National Strategic Tourism Plan, and my stop engages influential women and stakeholders on SMRHC bill in Kenema, and you as well get the remarkable journey of Sengepo Solomon. And we go to the next one. We now the Equity newspaper. Equity newspaper say APC was public support and King Ho accused of mistreatment, and between Fatima and Sylvia Blyden, part 1. The next one we get inside the program this morning. Now the Drone newspaper say amidst the touring progress of the MD, the Judas at SLCB cannot win, and Sierra Leoneans benefit from government partnership with CRSG, and over 800 New Leones alleged theft. Magistrate Kekura remands TNB boss in prison. And the next one are the Africa 24. We say CRSG promises to develop Wellington Massacre Highway, and you as well get housing problem. Can the government fix it now? NAXA officer is robbed, and you as well get Salon to get severe floods and rain. Democratic values shown. Opposition member praised election. Another story for inside this edition of the Africa 24. The next one, now the New Age newspaper for ineligible payment of child and education allowances. Foreign Affairs Ministry to account for millions of leons. VP Jules Jallo launches National Strategic Tourism Plan. Basic Education Minister monitor NPSE. And the next one at the AZ newspaper, we say Sierra Leone stands in support of Palestine UN membership. Speaker Thomas holds bilateral meeting with Iceland MPs to promote renewable energy in Sierra Leone. Sludge urge seized to online attack, ensure press freedom. And you as well get IGR launches online biometer for 2024-2028 to talk radio station. And the next one, now the Open Space newspaper, multinational employers ready for NACIT. In his quest for radical change, Rado Soare gears for better labor laws. And you as well get asked at weekly press briefing, energy lacks detail revealed. And saboteur attack Guma Dam embankment. Another story for inside this edition of the Open Space newspaper. We'll go to the next paper inside the program this morning. We now the Success newspaper, we say 14 days ultimatum for Finance Ministry. Kailan Hospital in desperate need of medical help, and Sierra Leone commemorates International Midwifery Day. And Malix donates school material to Keri Town Community School. And we go to the next paper inside the program. The next paper, now the Independent Observer, we say 3 denied bail for alleged neck injured of 3 denied bail for alleged neck injury of 6-month baby, and deputy head teacher jailed for kush. The next one, now the Times newspaper, we say Sierra Leone amongst world's 10 poorest countries in 2024. Slash urge for action against online attack on journalists. And the next one, now the Times newspaper, Sky Times newspaper, say at accepting the speakership role, Honorable Singapore Thomas promises to work in interest of Sierra Leone. And you as well get Local Commercial Bank top management deliver positive message on loan and integrity. And the Voice of Salon newspaper say elected as Speaker of Parliament Honorable Singapore Thomas to be replaced by both aspirant in PR list. And you as well get dissolving AGTC and Ed Sabor President Bio takes strategic step to address energy crisis. And other story for inside this edition of the Voice of Salon. The Premier News says large urge authorities to ensure safety of journalists, stadium to be privatized, and 4 in custody over killing of man in Adonkia. And Iceland opens embassy in Freetown. The next one, the Unity newspaper, we say Paramount chiefs receive 45 new vehicles, and Salon rated high on press freedom. VP Jules Jallo unveils inaugural National Strategic Tourism Plan. And you as well get Ministry of Forestry and Food Security receives clearance to hire 1,000 more field level staff. And the Owl newspaper say government to privatize a national stadium, empowering Prince of Wales School, a journey of cultural integration. And you as well get in the just concluded 2024 NPSE, FCC joins hands in the fight against examination malpractice. Now, only people in this will get inside the program this morning. We'll take a very short break, and then we get them inside where they can help with how we analyze the different issues based on how they see them. And again, we can bring issue the way people them not even talk about, but if they to the public, as public interest, we can as well deal with them. So we'll come back just now.
This song come up from Madam Sidratu Aminata Kamara from the United States of America. It is dedicated this song to one of the biggest organizations in the world, Weird. Yeah,
made a crack on the mix.
91 big boy Pekin.
It's your double tap, see the ball.
Daily days.
091.
Yellow flag TVs.
Hallelujah. Come on.
Weird organization. politics. They know they part tribalism. They know they mix my politics. Yeah. They know they man no tribalism. This now we hard. Duck and now we land. So we all and fine. This now we hard. Duck and now we land. So we all and fine. Who know they back kapu. We had no mix bag bamu. We know they back kapu. We had no mix bag bamu. Go tell the brother sister them say we are don't come.
All right, welcome back. You still watch Curious, right? And we are on YouTube and on Facebook. So they discuss issue them on the front page of the different newspaper. Then we don't get one of the guests who don't join me inside the program this morning. In name is still Django. We not a stranger anymore. Welcome to the show, sir.
Hello, good morning to you. Good morning to your viewers, and have a nice day there, every one of you.
Okay, thank you for joining me inside the program this morning. Let me start with this paper. We now the Unity newspaper, of course. We a lot of people go say now the official paper down there for the government. This narrating the Unity newspaper say this morning. They say Power One Chief them though receive 45 motocar them. Now the government they give them Power One Chief there. So what do you think about this particular thing at this particular point inside the country?
Well, as a political analyst and an economic analyst, I feel say this one is one of the most misplaced ventures we may ever see at a local level, because we supposedly have to have local authorities that can generate their own funds, that can create their own revenue base, and so should be able to even provide for themselves, them like cars, for fuel the car, for create housing for the people. But if the central government faced with so much problem with paying basics for a power supply, for water supply, and then they supply or they provide 45 new vehicles for paramount chiefs, then it's a massive hole on our ability for manage our resources and our revenue. And in this case, for manage with money, we get so much debts. We owe everywhere you go, whether local contractors, international contractors, whether now the power ship or now the CSSG, we get so much debts the way we owe, including payment of salaries. I understand, in fact, that some people are yet to receive the salaries for April. So for me, I do not know which is the objective of who that's the person we come up with this idea of buying cars for paramount chiefs who are supposed to be in their own right, in their own might, to be revenue generating institutions. They should not be necessarily receiving funds from government. Rather, they should be selling funds to government for spread across the country. So when we see, then they actually buy 45 new vehicles for paramount chiefs. For me, it's a misplaced spending in the light of the issues in which government don't accumulate so much debt. With debt, it's well over $3.5 billion. And there we are now telling us that whilst we're suffering for rice, for basic food, we are seeing money being spent on paramount chiefs. No, I may not agree. If not true, then a disaster. That's what I see.
Okay, so and you not be the person, I be listening to you, and we don't use one of the clip them now this particular platform where they tell we say, because now we see a lot of money they come inside the country, and you not tell a person we tell we say no way no day way they ever give money freely or I know allow use the right word we use. No free loan no there also, no free grant no there, something like that. You can correct me now, you make a statement already. So at this point we see, we don't even know how to manage the small resources what they get, where they misuse them, and then you be know the highlights, they bring this thing for the other people they understand say but them money there when they give you so not to for saying for free. Things then we attach to them money there.
Yes, that's how it be. Now the money that we did the GUI, as you know, then the international financial bodies they look for soft countries. They want to they read documents. Now they bet then they fend for IB, then that's the helper. Logo and this power generation. We from 2010, the Americans they say we were within $120 million for comprehensively revamp we power structures in this country. We don't begin pay for that debt deal. We have nothing happen. It's nothing serious. Nothing from 2010, 2015, 2020, nothing. Just for the last week, you see, they say they don't upgrade the money for we power supply to some $200 million. Now, fat say it's so we don't begin pay for that money we signed with them 2010 thereabouts, and nothing no commodity. And now that they say now we can add no still money that we for pay as debts. Now they add now as new loan for the same thing. What's it happened to we? Why do we so feel used? Why should we not try to generate beyond resources? Because the international bodies with the finance, they're smart. When you go sign loan with them, if you're not smart, then they release the loan half. But by the time when it is 3 months, you when the loan for don't begin pay commitment fee and some interest. So imagine now from 2010 to now a massive $50 to $70 billion now in debts they whistle. So they simply transfer that in. I say we now additional funding, and yet we do not have any power station of we own. What is happening to policymakers in this country? Why are we still doing the same stupidity over and over again? Why don't we see that these guys are not serious enough? Look at Ukraine. Of all the money we put in, then they tell and say then they send for them. Not triple, not drip, they reach them. With a see and consistently say these people are not necessarily there for help you. They are there to help themselves. And if you're not smart, then they say they don't give you loan, and then say they give you the actual cash, you don't begin to pay a hefty interest rates. And tell you nothing. There was a guy when a senior man in this power sector, they worked at the CLSG. He said, now only feasibility studies now they conduct with that so-called money the way the US government said they don't give we for power. Now for only what they call feasibility studies, nothing more, nothing, and yet the debts they go. And yet, what did they do? What is really our problem? And look at it. Our president was in Kenya last week going to support the idea, the international development body of the IMF, of the World Bank, seeking funding from them. I mean, I'm really wondering what's really happening. And there you have, suppose that reality of going to beg for money with no come, and then supplying a power machine with 45 new vehicles. There is a total disconnect there. Complete holistic disconnect with the reality. When that 45 new vehicles could be used to do one thing, provide medical care for me and for you within this country, in some of the major clinics in the country. Help for even pay the debts we owe the powership. And what's happening? So for me, we get for land and say the international financial institutions are looking for cheap countries, we know they study documents, where simply can use this international system for make local prices, for raise local sycophancy, that we have the support of the international community. But really and truly, nothing has been benefited from these people for the last 25 years. Nothing.
Okay, with all of them things they are, this paper, now the Times newspaper, pulled this headline this morning, say, Salone, they amongst the 10 poorest countries for this year where we did so now, 2024. With all the kind of money, but yet still, it just make her go back to what you talk about the copper for the electricity, or the support to Ukraine, then they announce this big money, but waiting actually they reach, not just small something we're not worth anything, but like you say, we call it real leaders, then we know they read. They just they use the amount for full people and say we don't get this support, when in the actual sense the poverty they ravage people like every other day.
Exactly, boss. Exactly. I mean, I'm just wondering, you have a serious debt issue right now based on the paper the way I read today. We look through now. The chief minister and the delegation, we include the deputy minister of energy in Turkey to negotiate. What is talking about negotiate? I mean, what are we going to negotiate there? There you are, perhaps in London, and there is me here in Freetown. We are engaging in clean discussions. Effective discussions are being held over Zoom, and there are many other for them where you can use for discourse. Now, going to Turkey for me is another waste. It's another money way for save for this country. Because let me tell you this: Sierra Leoneans simply want to see a perception that government is interested in saving as much money as possible, so that they go able to forgive government on many fronts. So, okay, well, look, the man, I mean, they don't cancel most of the trips and where they fly, you know, they know the gigging, Paramount gives them vehicles, them, they know they spend too much on some funny and phony projects, them, then they save. Well, if they say money, no, they don't be because relatively, we say they are actually saving money. But here we have this story about the chief minister going to Turkey for good waiting. When I know the chief minister is an ICT expert, renowned expert world over, could simply organize a meeting of any high level over secure platforms for demonstrate that the DSCI, where in have been the chief leader of, don't actually burn PPK for we. So the paradigm spree could be on the rampage again. And so for me, we have a major problem with how we convince people. Perhaps government not gets the cash, but how you they communicate that? It's not by buying 45 new vehicles for Paramount chiefs. It's not about going to Turkey for good discuss or good negotiate. What do you do to negotiate what you cannot do over Zoom? And there are many other ministers where you can discuss issues with them. And for me, you know, I don't know. We really need strategic thinkers in government. This issue about party, now nonsense. I mean, it's don't become a stupidity now for this party issue. Get the best people. Forget about this party. When fuel price become go up, so although based on the latest reports saying we see the same PRA, they are sure we see for the entire month of May there will be no fuel price increase. We know that how they can do it. Now we expect we should be demonstrating as a government that we are determined to save money. So when we tell people they say money no day, surely common sense. Yes, so they don't try. They don't try. Look at this. I mean, most stay now website now Zoom then they use for hosting conference, so man they give speech na in office, na the UN, in office na tongue na you building, they take part but active debates them. So, but for me, we seem to see the hardship in the country is only affecting those not close to the political parties. The hardship is affecting only those who simply want to get on with their lives, simply want to move on with their successes and their problems. And when it comes to sharing the wealth, a certain class of people have all access to it, and that's very, very bad for this country.
So you just don't touch on the area of the field, you just know. And then this now waiting the paper them say. PRAS get a notice where they don't pull, say that they assure people of the waiting, but the shortage, you know, the scarcity of this particular field long thing. According to this paper, when a salon compass a field crisis, citizens suffering aggravated. Let me go quickly and watch another thing again. This one when I see for the media say fuel price per liter is second most expensive in West Africa. That's the one where we get inside Sierra Leone and plenty of other one. What do you take?
Yes, now issue where you don't up for a long time. See, we pay heavily for fuel, and I will even deny that because even like the fuel price is reasonable enough compared to we, and yet you get the PRA and others senior officials, they will tell you, say, we are paying the lowest. Now, when it's our PPP means purchasing power parity in economics. Now, you Leone, almost able to buy where you use you Leone, I need to able for now to measure your economy. You know, compare with Senegal, where they own money, they buy a lot of things with them, they cash them. Whereas we now, with money, they buy less and less and less every blessed day. Now, You later will say we pay the cheapest. No, we're paying the highest because our purchasing power parity is reducing. No, things that they go up rapidly. And when they go up rapidly, your salary or your earnings should also go up rapidly. But where your salary and earnings stagnant, and then things they go up, then it makes your fuel extremely expensive. It makes your life very, very difficult. So we'd expect, based on this kind of activity, we see there is something fishy happening now. That there's a potential rise in the price of fuel. And that would be a massive disaster. I mean, we are at that point where we cannot take more economic hardship. I mean, it's going to be disaster. We have to manage with what we get and ensure that we begin to save radically. I mean, we begin to demonstrate, say, we can save our own resource system and we can manage, besides going to the West, going to China, going to Russia, they are all seeking countries there for fleece. So if we're smart enough, we are able enough for use our local resources for developed countries. I can tell you, say, we have billions of dollars worth of local resources. We can simply add value to. Beginning from where? How we negotiate with our partners. If we begin to get sober negotiations, surely we could even have steel factories in this country. And more so, more importantly, we can even get our own thermal plants from 2009 to now. We don't get a single local power station of we own. What are we doing there? What is it? I mean, it's a real disaster if fuel price can go up back per way this May. In spite of the hardship that we lots of other issues that they bring now with life. So I'm feeling that whenever you see PRA, they tell you say there's enough fuel supply. In fact, if you watch the notice this morning, they say there are 2.2 million liters of petrol available, and tell you say that there's another 20 million liters they expect by May 8th. I'm not really want to take them seriously, because for every time people can show me, it's like as if it's a prelude for now something we will affect with. But for me, loyalty hard, but let fuel price not hard, because fuel has a circulating economic impact across every sector, the energy, every sector. So at the present, we make this time where the PRA, as the Petroleum Regulatory Authority, do show we say 2.2 million liters of petrol day, let be true. When they don't, I would say 20 million liters of petrol on the high seas, and it reach there by May 8th, may be true. If not true, it's going to be economic standstill.
So, but if PRA the claim saying a hoarding that they do now, I see that's people and they keep the thing for then create this kind, human and scarcity. What's wrong? It is like the one that stuff when they sell the fuel and don't notice something they're about to happen. That is why then they ration the fuel right now.
Now, level of blame, you see which are the see, government now is not really filled with business-minded leaders. That is a private sector. They are watching the markets day and night. So if you see things now, the biggest chaos, there is something that it has to be addressed. It's not like as if that's of wickedness. No. They are studying the markets. They are looking at the level of forex we are available. They're looking at the events with their suppliers, where right now you say Israel plan for launch strikes in Rafah in the Gaza Strip. Then they look say, this the Iran, the Israel issue is still on the floor, and they say, they are speculating that we are seeing dollar issues in Sierra Leone. We are seeing shipping issues on the high seas, because I think the cost now for bringing your oil from far-flung places is going very high. So they are always at the top of their business. I'm not saying anybody creates for simply say, make fuel shortage. No. But government imposition is such that sabotage. No, they are business people, for God's sake. You said become a business thinker. How? When the fuel price low and when there is so much stock, buy as government. That money where you take for buy 45 with timber vehicle, you could simply begin for use it for stock up, reserve. Now they call reserve. Me not being governments. Last year November we the fuel day. I don't begin buy a lot. I don't begin tell you could say na Leone oil and NP na then two na the main one with the imports. I don't begin tell and say, look, I want to buy 20 million liters for as reserves. And they pump the cash to them because it is a major step that in case of any emergency disruption, you would be able to mitigate, let it not be an immediate impact on the economy. And that's we see in other places like Senegal, like the Ivory Coast. But yeah, now we need to keep nothing. We need to stop nothing. We never all give the fuel stations where then they watch at the international price, the dollar price, the supply chain level, the taxation section when they're taxing the watcher. And so I think we have to begin to have a government where they keep what they call strategic reserves of fuel.
So, but
it
the
is
government really
imperative.
constrained in all of them things. Number one, they don't get enough reserve, site for reservoir. Apart from where NP or this BNTM would have been go create one other one where they try for refurbish and make it look fine. They don't get enough reservoir. And then we come out, we go back to the economy. We don't get enough money in the economy as we don't see. This government right now they talk about 2 months import cover where now we get as reserve inside the country. So whose side will they go?
Now, when you do as government, when you come out as government, say there is not enough fuel depot. What you usually do? Not to create some more, not to build some more. It's that simple, sir. Is that we cannot allow immediate shocks on energy for factory because it gets a much more disastrous impact on we than any other country because we are the poorest of the poor. So you start to build those depots with them. You start to invest in them using the private sector as your partner. You begin to engage them. So we need to create our own depot because we need as a government for buy and stockpile. But we don't do that. Now we reserves in we coffers is another issue we use additional. Surely we reserves could drop because we are fuel, just alone fuel is a multi-million-dollar monthly and quarterly spending, sir. For spending for buy fuel, it's a huge amount of cash. Can't to rest. It's another massive forex, Danny. Can't to medicines. It's another massive forex depletion. Come to the trips and we take for go abroad on so-called official trips. It's another massive dent on for foreign exchange. You look at the level of saved and we save money is also a disaster. So I think that when it comes to our foreign reserves, now we are making for let we drop on foreign reserves. We deliberately spend more than what we were supposed for the spend, while we need to do the simplest thing, create energy sustainability. Because when there's energy sustainability, guess what? The economy will march on because at least people will be able to use them the energy for do them businesses, for do them production and then distribution. Well, if that necessary don't begin for collapse, fear don't become an issue, then we are heading to a serious economic disaster. Mark my words.
Okay, so a serious economic disaster. This brings me to one post, where you are pretty sure Uda Francis Swabi, a lecturer at one point, it's a head of department, and our FBC, Mascom, and now lawyer, where for one day me not see a put more then issues there where we already discussed so now. We come and fuel crisis, poverty, other things. But this now waiting, it come up and say, in social media handle. Way like me, surprise me for he say. But he's aware of that. Listen what he say. It's not no matter how one decides to avoid commenting on issues happening in Sierra Leone, you are forced to do so. Even the things we buy and pay for are not readily available. From electricity problem to fuel scarcity how can we go to work without fuel? The sad reality is that those we elected to solve our problems do not suffer from the things the poor people complain about. We struggle to buy fuel with our own money. The received fuel supply paid for from the taxpayers' money. It is really difficult to live in this country. God, unto thee we commit our lives. This na Francis so away. For me, look, it surprised me for even he complain about this because he don't actually avoid not for talk about them things there. But if you see talk about this, I must know how serious the situation don't be.
The points you raise, yeah, really and truly, we are not really interested in bashing government. No, like me, I don't care who is in power. If I was living in Saudi Arabia, I would not even care who is the king, because the leadership is going all out for provide for the people. Even in Qatar, where they get that king back at the gates, they are doing very well. Who cares? We don't even care who is the king in Qatar. You ask me, I don't even know, because the people are just carefully concerned about a delivering government. And I can show you Regionalism. Yes, we get to divisiveness, but we always want to see a government where they actually deliver on the basics. And if that happens, surely, even me, I will be there defending governments. I will be there proclaiming the goodness of the president himself. Because I say, yes, we don't solve the energy problem. But my law, from 2018, blackouts, it hardly let you see them. One that man don't try. We don't solve the fuel problem. Government don't even get a supply depot for the keep excess fuel. Oh, well, they don't try. Oh, don't try. Mm-hmm. They hold them when they start. Always they complete. They get it. They ever start road when they complete. Well, they don't try. Then we can ban the rest. Oh, they don't try. They don't actually. They don't bring them one away. The import risk now for can take part in the local rice production. Don't try. In fact, Salon don't begin now for feed itself. Where they got, they don't try. I will be there. Sheikh Django will be there for praise government for having rice self-sufficiency. In the light of the $30 million where they will don't spend in 2019 for this so-called boom. They guys don't try. In fact, now when you get any issue with any MD, you complain, somebody is going to act. But I tell you, my dear presenter, you get any issue now with any government ministry, there is nobody to complain to. There is nobody to step in for you. We are on our own, and God for us all. How should that happen? How can we rapidly descend to this state of total lack of accountability? I go pay for reading your papers. There is an MP. I laugh. The MP say, "I don't go pay Guma for water from last year November till start starting the play up to this time." I say, okay. Me I go pay February 7 for Bowser. March I done nothing. Come to the April come, it passed. Nothing. May, nothing. Now I will take back the cash. Who do I complain to? But remember, 2023, then come with new Bowsers from the Chinese. They donate to we over a dozen Bowsers. Where are they? Such that we don't have Bowsers for transport, the water. Where are those Bowsers? Last year, I think around about February, March, there was a huge talk about new Bowsers as donations from China. Where are those Bowsers? Who do we complain to? So I keep on this question. Who do we complain to when we have issues with
this question again, please? Then country the Hausa we sit on so water not they like how it's like inside we country. You just see like different settlements then get them small catchment area them where get trees them all over, but then they small areas them, where even exposed to sunlight. Then get them small processing plants and other things them where they supply water. But we find out, say, inside Sierra Leone, we get water everywhere, but still the people in the cry for water. Till we reach to the position now, we still dey go label back for let them give we water bounds and them for let we able for supply people them where we get enough water where they able for reach elect na Sambangura right up water able for one go the quick one. Then country they elect our bill in IT water they reach up there. All side water supposed to go they go there. Who's waiting at the problem with leadership and this water business? Because at the seed in other day, the board member they say no, na not blame you, una blame the Guma Valley. Then they say no, na not blame you. So every time, just like where our EDSA and ETGC, where they don't dissolve a board membership, Guma Valley, nothing other way made the see when at improvements. And recently we see again the catchment area again, and the main Guma dam, now they the brush right now for Bill Ostenbach.
You know, we get a problem with them. The politics of this country, yeah. Water Salon, Freetown alone gets many dam areas, many. When you they come up or cut up FBC during the season, that bridge, you see a massive amount of water with the waste, massive. Kana Duazak, why they see across Misainaya. You see where in Sikam, you see huge water. There are many other catchment areas where only policy drivers, sound policy drivers, determined to solve water problem during the dry season, solve the issue. I mean, when you have a determined policy drivers, focused policy drivers, no nonsense policy drivers, I can assure you, we could have gotten up to 10 or to 20 mini catchment reservoirs across the city. We could make every home that can pay have access to pipe-borne water. But no, every year for the last 25 years, we don't propose for Sierra Leone. When they come, wow, nothing they pick up rather than the paper and Guma down. Guma now the politics they happen there. Where you can have power, you friends them and you kingpin them, they all go buy land near Guma. And what I'm saying, when you are in power, those who are brushing these places are those who in the party. When you say above case, Nazi. I remember was it 2023 or so when the PA went there to Guma and declare a war. No, say war on the one way they build now the national forest with him. They're going now then call it national forest reserve, whatever. Young, if I not to burn and burn some parts near the dam, not and put fire, and I'd say you, Bonfi, not say the commodity. Both case, nobody not give a damn. We are on our own. Why? Because we need dedicated policy drivers, and which leads me to this one point. The entire civil service structure built on colonial legacy is to be comprehensively destroyed and disbanded. And not effective. And then make the government deliver. And then make it go to the theory they inherit. All man no one torture. All man no one for reform. All man they make. So when you go now most government offices, you should go see old people that we cannot even use computer. You go meet people that cannot even understand contracts. They need boku. So I feel say if we need to forget thorough, straightforward, dynamic policy that we fulfill, we need for comprehensively review how government they function. Right from the civil service there, we need for effectively checkmates, which man they been given 1961. We may you not be wrong, born it safe. 1961, you not be there, me not be there. But however, then still they keep the same nonsense structure. So for me, we need.
You say go now. I think the idea outside the president's go. He say, even talk say, this time development in Africa not to business as usual, but at the same time, now business as usual for actually ask for more funding for African continent. What are the thing about the statements there? Not to business as usual for development in Africa, but now business as usual because you ask back for more funding from them same people there, where you tell them say not to business as usual.
Yes, not that you see. And once again, you see one other thing. You see, the economics. When it come back, if tax for the people, tax them. You know, I made them tax this year with the pay tax for more tax on gas, less with the pay tax, cement with the pay tax. Now I think they talk about this the one where they bring run back, they don't slap tax for them. Now, you know, when you're running an economy, you're trying to put as much money in the hands of the citizenry so that you can ignite consumer spending and higher household income. When there's a higher household cash, the income is high in the household, it could easily lead for consumer spending. We're going to lead for every sector to benefit. So you create the economy where you, the government, they push the cash to the people. They actually fund things like infrastructure. You do the kinky one. You did fund things like rice self-sufficiency, yaba self-sufficiency. You did it, so at least you did push the cash to the citizenry so you can aim for taxing back. But if you simply went in meets you, you're not really sending the cash to the people anymore. But when it meets you, you can't impose tax on the people. It creates extreme hardship. Dynamic for the past 20 years, we are at the bottom of every economic parameter because government is allowed for spend on the people. In fact, when they spend, most times, they spend on the party loyalism. We can find this their culture. You see, man, we know nothing about farming. The latest Jeep, Land Rover Jeep, Toyota. That money when the man was supposed to use for the farming, now they take they buy car, the bills. That's not bad, but there has to be consequence management. There has to be somebody where you afraid say, hey, that catch me. So every economy for push cash to the hands of the people by many ways, every way possible, so that they able for spend, and when they spend, you can forget taxes through your GST and for pushing back to the people. But if you simply wait when there's a problem and you need spend on the people, and when trouble comes, you impose more tax on them, you impoverish them, you create more poverty. And I need right now that we've been so taxed that we cannot even afford again for pay these taxes. And that's not for me for change.
So let me read for you again this short post here before I come with another issue going quickly. This post again now from Adi Macaulay. He said 2 weeks ago, the party we say, make we pray for we country. Yesterday, the other one don't tell we say, Jesus self not be able for help we. This don't they look like pantomime, but it's serious business. Sierra Leone is in trouble. What do you think? This now the president in first speech say, "Lord, pray for the country," and then the chief minister say, "Even Jesus neighbor for save we."
You know, when if in that very nice slap in the face here, I'm not answer like, waking every man easy for pray for country kids. Nice slap in the face, bruh. We are smaller land where the first pray. We go pray for this country. I think the MPRC where they been killing people that December. Now they say low pray. Since then we don't pray. We don't pray. We pray this Independence Day all. We pray. So we do not need prayers. No, we need a leadership with it on the ground. We demonstrate say we can save money. No more free spending. We are going to ensure that we live on austerity. And when people say government actually they strive for save money anyhow.
So you expect this government for actually
understanding.
You expect this government for actually use the austerity measures them. Where then the fear say if they do that, then the opposition or other people will use against them because that is what they use against the opposition as well.
Well, I still see one thing we don't mistake about the position. What for make people know is that in every country we don't see in America, in Britain, the position not that they mix by no strike, no protest, nothing. They never. They simply they toe the line until there is election. We can now to win here. Now we go for misplace which they call the position. Now therefore take before for call strike, for call protest, for no. Who say you don't see Stammer, the labor leader, call people and not treat. for the hardship with the UK did they face. Who's there? Who's there? You don't see the opposition leader in France. They call the people they treat for the hardship that they go through. Now, say you don't see the Republican, they call people in a treat for go strike because of the hardship way some of them they face. Now, only when it comes to Sadonaya, now you expect see the position for they at the forefront of the no. Their job is for only use legitimate means to Parliament, when they get strength for raise their case and wait for the next election. So they dismiss the idea. But I tell people, hey, waiting, the DPC they do no. When they do, guess waiting. Fear mongering don't happen across. Coup don't take place where they blame left, right, and center. So I think the APC should continue to criticize within Parliament, hold them press conferences weekly or monthly, and that's all. Nothing more. We have what we call civil societies, who are supposed to be political. And then job plan for do the protest and for they argue for every means for change things, not the position. The position should be there to only use legitimate channels. How? Parliaments for raise their voice, they vote against government policies, and next go to the judiciary and challenge unlawful actions of government. But anything where they come putting people on their toes or let them jump and treat, not to them business than they, not even in America, in the B. The position is there to simply wait for the next election, hoping that the masses could learn sense from the leadership way they run the system now. Yeah. So me, I not expect say the APC for the total the take place say things hard, therefore low effect. No. So let's say things are hard. We are an alternative come 2028, but nothing more, nothing less. And so Missiam.
Okay. So let's go to the sports national stadium. You know, what do we see from Premier News now that stadium to be privatized, and the same goes with the Owl newspaper government to privatize national stadium. You know, after we don't do under renovation for plenty time. At the time we expect say for the camp now the renovation for the camp to the end now for let them begin use again now with the able privatization. I good think that for privatize the stadium.
Yeah, that make you make a laugh, yeah. When they say they privatize that all places the way they add concrete. But then I don't know no more. Well, that's an idea. That all place, you know, bonnets they don't build that place. They never said, look, by now, before they advertise for the private sector for stepping for build fresh stadium with governments. By now, before they talk with the one that we did mine with minerals, for see how much we can use some of the royalties and engage the private sector for build another stadium. That when they, I mean, local, you know what for sale safe. You know what for sale, bra. Simply put, we need for them build several more stadia there in this country, and if we don't abandon ourselves, that if a national stadium from a relic of who we once were. So now, I don't know if it's a new man, but the new man where they don't put as a sports director, but idea. I wonder where they go buy the law. Look here, I wonder who that they go sacrifice in money for go buy something way now all relic. No, I think it is not good. I mean, it's simply a misplaced idea. Renovate there and give them to a special management committee. Not so that we do call you participant people anymore. Give them to people who can run a business and make profits, give them revenue targets. Say, okay, now we don't renovate done. We don't put all the things back again in the stadium. Now, with their points, people away don't prove themselves as good business people for run this stadium effectively, ruthlessly. And I think that would be a very good step, which means that you give them the free will for run out and make money. When they don't hit revenue target, you sack them. You call Django. You call yourself. Una can create your own consultancy for one stadium. But for say you sell them, there will be not much buyers really. There will hardly be anybody with a serious businessman we go really go invest financially. And not sure that anybody really we worth insult. We go pull him money see the buy stadium and not so. I think that we should only create management committees of reputable and industrious proven Regionalism for Ghana and give them targets where you give them the free will and the leeway. When they don't meet targets, you sack them. You create another consultancy, and I believe that would be a step in the right direction.
Okay, so I want to take you to the last issue where now the banking system, on a specific bank when at the Sierra Leone Commercial Bank, me, let's say frustrating me think, maybe na a biases we may get. That's why I put maybe that you could help me for clear that one day. And then you as business and minded somebody, you could help me for that day on the right path, Now, the local Sierra Leone Commercial Bank, actually, this BNTM, the MD we didn't get, like every day, then a newspaper are the best MDDs, and then these are the best MDDs, are the best MDDs, and the best MDDs. And then recently we see another post, the post begin change. Say the Judas as Sierra Leone Commercial Bank cannot win. So it's like somebody there inside the Sierra Leone Commercial Bank will actually decide to fet the MD. So the MD they use your resources or the banking resources for promoting your image like every other day and not to exact within the bank they do. And then boom, yesterday night, we see fire na the Sierra Leone Commercial Bank. We mean say the infighting, in your opinion, they intensify. It take another level where we get for cost, even the people them where they go put their money in that bank there. So, with all of this we don't see, what do you think? Because for me, I think the infighting day. I don't know what you see with all of the issues there, so we don't come out so from the Sierra Leone Commercial Bank.
Okay, we said last night, I said they said around 9 p.m. to 11 p.m. this fire happened. Mm-hmm. But you don't give me a very good context. See, they don't suspend one of the MD them from enroll, and he's been investigated, and the investigation has been ongoing for a long time. Mm-hmm. And you're right, you know how we observe. We only read the paper them. Just about 2-3 weeks ago, a lot of nicely written pieces on the new MD, praising him left, right, and center, extolling his virtues. But no, those are paid jobs anyway. They are paid jobs. Mm-hmm. They're just meant to burnish or shine up the image of the new MD. Mm-hmm. You say there could be some infighting. And as you know, in Sierra Leone, when involve public institutions and where there is some disagreement or there's a major problem within, na fire next time happen, sir. Fire na can always cut out. It happen. So you could be right that there is something fishy about this fire on the I think the 8th floor or so of the building. There is something fishy, but hopefully and luckily, management to assure we say operations are not affected. Things are going to go as normal as this morning. The bank will be open and will continue for serve. But that does not stop the question. What is happening with the case of this former MD? How far have they gone to resolve it? And how far have they gone to look at the issue of staff infighting? Because as you know, the new MD must get in people. He must get in cabal. Now we say this now. Now we say this. So we should they say we get power. Mm-hmm. So it can lead to fire. It can lead for make one faction say there is something needs to be done. We need to set fire upon them people there. They know say we mean business. So I think the sooner they resolve the issue of the past MD in case with corruption, and the sooner the board, because there's a board, delve into the staff issues of division within the bank, I think the next fire could be more serious. And if they not catch anybody upon this fire, I they blame we Sesef because Solomon gave a habit. You know, wants no closed circuit television, nowhere. You know, want anything way na closed circuit television, but any side na any streets, so that it will free for doing mischief. Because if there is a closed circuit TV, like this morning, the IT guys will be able to exactly identify if indeed an electrical fault Or if indeed na some planned work, would that coincide during the weekend, would that left in the weekend, because may you know say, so staff do go work Saturday, so staff do go work Sunday. So if we serious,
And it's very
every
important
public
for
institution
let
has
me
to
know
have
that one day
a
because that one in
closed
a bank and
profitability.
then supposed for take CCTV very very much serious way for able for monitor every floor, every movement at the other bank.
Yes, and I can tell you if we say most likely, much of those closed circuit TV and no they work because now a plan, now a setup, let not work because if you work, many things could stop, many things will be arrested, but I can assure you say I don't think there have been any sober culprits whether the electrician we can electrify the place if at all na electrical problem or if na man-made problem with somebody don't go set up some fire there, we will never know because I suspect say much of the CCTV them they work by deliberate design because if we get such a thing, look this that November coup waiting big clear evidence where we all don't see say hey it's not a real planting on a plan now that close circuit television go see now Panda Road prison wall go see faces oh okay look there well so if I then when they be they deny say no to cool no to the all man don't set much now because technology don't set all man much done. So I believe say this same happens with another bank. They need for go integrate the television them when they get there and they will see exactly within now the problem the next fire. If the TV they let the work, they will sack the management them. I mean start from the board, the chairman, all for go because within you get work for within now the of your service. You cannot help for make when team B you get to the bottom of it with all the facts that you need in your hand. Right. So I think they need for really good look at the bank properly, because that bank is supposed to be the premier bank of public sector in Sierra Leone. That's not a bank where government owned and effectively run. But if the one of the banks say we feel say not the best so far in the country, don't begin forget like issues here. Take this from me for free. It's another disaster on the economic front.
Thank you very much, Seal Django, for we took your time for joining inside the program this morning. Follow we analyze the different issues them where they at the paper and when not they at the paper stuff where we don't try for to light on, you know. And again, thank you again for actually making Leon no say me view not seem for be wrong because now the kind of system where they happen right now now salon offices them and that again I would see now the bigger politics as well. Thank you very much and we wish you a very good day, sir.
Thank you so much too. All goodbye.
Right. Okay, thank you as well to you. We don't take your time for watch the program. You will don't like and don't share. If you don't like the program, please consider for do so. If you not share the program, please consider for do so. Yeah, we appreciate you so much. Thanks to the producer for this program. We yesterday say yes today we get a very good couriers, very good couriers. And I don't know how we not see the couriers we not get today. You know, what you not think about the couriers about because the guy, the guest will get inside the program this morning and the man, oh my God. I can always say, I can always follow him. I like not to yourself I follow him. That's why I can see something that I can bring things them way, you can get, where you can don't talk on the other side. We bring and we can analyze back, or waiting we can don't talk. We can record something back for man. He say, okay, now this. You see, the analysis them, for analyze something for use your brain, man. So thank you very much to everybody. We don't take time for joining me. My name is the Freedom Fighter. We're back. Thank you very much to all who want them way. Don't pray for where we go. We don't come back. Tell God thank you for that. We don't come back. And yes, we be very okay. And I also say we meet people them in that place they way really we had family members they really warm, eh? We surprised for CC like nearly everybody we attend that program they now members of we had very much happy for that, yeah, for able for meet with family members them. Okay, that be very good one. So we're happy and I feel really good. Even yesterday we come late na net because the way our transportation work late na net. We make a small bit and come as okay, young police are invoice around because himself not go work today. You know, but we thank God because of the members stay on a day. We ready back for can this morning. So as I done now, so by God in person time, I will take a nap again. Yeah, so thank you very much. We appreciate you and we love you so much. Until then, we'll get for meet again. You know, inside the program we call the weird show, man, Nanette. We'll join again. Nanette by God in power. We just hope safe for we'll join Nanette by God in power. Yeah. So until then, we love you all so much. God bless. We country Sierra Leone. Where they call we are. Okay. Thank you very, very much. And good afternoon.
Whether you know Bua Seke, Muslim or Christian, we the link power self. One line a true by the green, white and blue. We identify ourselves. So make the politics and make we fight ourselves. No make we like ourselves. Salon now make we own ourselves. For the answer na unity, justice and equality. You go only harvest the seed you sow. You plant rest when I rest go grow. The answer na unity, justice and equality. You go only harvest the seed you sow. If you plant rest when I rest go grow. Waiting left where we not on see. We left with case to the Almighty, creator of destiny. Cause 9 degree make something be. Cause anyone way can promise no delivery. Like fish now water them all slippery. So the best thing I can do for we, give we peace, freedom and unity. Cause this tribal one I got finish free. Ain't not too much for us for stability. And we ain't too much, we really ain't nothing. Team for put our pots cause nothing or starting. Democracy we want not for batting. For able talk about the good and bad. Make we not put we country and fets. And this we politics fought on debt. Tribal war we all go regrets. And a bad precedents we the sex. Remember how we two for tongue fool. How we for cool we country pampo. The answer na unity, justice and equality. You go only harvest the seed you sow. If you plant rest when I rest go grow. The answer na unity, justice and equality. You go only harvest the seed you sow. If you plant rest when I rest go grow. Make we embrace democracy. Make we left for the demo when they act crazy. All hands on deck, make we get busy. Make we picking them left for sleep angry. Government for open to criticism. Opposition criticize constructively. Make we left this selfish and greed. Make we left for make we country. All man a salon for the three cold water. Always they knock the peace patter. Remember say no man no water. But how we dog and cat. Whether he come out from the northern or the southern part. So then we left for bread mats.